Hi, I'm Mark, this is Mark's Tech Vlogs on YouTube, and today I'm going to bring you a review of the Aqara Life Strip T1. Now this is a smart coloured light strip from Aqara, and Aqara very kindly sent me this in order to review for you guys. That means I haven't paid for this product, however this is not a sponsored review and Aqara won't know what I'm going to say until this video goes live. Now at the time of recording, I've been using it for about a month and it's been pretty good. So let's get into a review and start with price. So at £43, it is probably about average for a smart light strip. However, it's actually only a 2-metre light strip, which does certainly push it into a more premium area. If you want to extend it, you can pay £15 and get a 1-metre extension kit. This is, however, one of the highest quality ones, and at the end of the day, it's all about quality and not length, right? So let's talk about specification. So firstly, you are going to need an Aqara hub for this. That's because whilst it's Matter compatible, it is Matter over kind of hub. Now I've already got an Aqara M3 hub, which is quite a high-end hub. It costs about £130, so I just paired it with that. However, if you don't have an Aqara hub, the cheapest one you can get is around £30. That's actually a really good starting hub because it lets you add up to 20 Aqara Matter devices and up to 20 Aqara Zigbee devices. I will link that below. Of course, that's an extra expense to keep in mind if you don't already have any Aqara products. Then secondly, this light strip supports up to 16 million colours, and you can use those to create effects as well. Alongside that, it also has a built-in Zigbee repeater function. If you do want to create a fully custom effect in the Aqara app, then it supports RGBIC for configuring each of the 10 light strip segments separately. It also has a music mode built in. That means the lights can react to the sound going on around them. And then when it comes to compatibility, it is obviously built on Zigbee, and then it works with Matter over Hub. That means once you add it to an Aqara hub, it will work quite easily with things like Apple Home, SmartThings, Google, Amazon Alexa and Home Assistant. Now I've only been testing it with Apple Home and Home Assistant alongside the Aqara app, and all of those have been working really well. And this leads nicely to talk about design. So for the most part, this looks like a light strip, and you tend to hide these devices away. They're the sort of things you put alongside a skirting board, or you put behind your TV or behind your record player. You don't really see them a lot of the time. The back of them has some really good quality adhesive for making things stay stuck on, and in a month I've been using them, they have stayed stuck on. Of course, for making sure things stay stuck best, you've got to make sure the surface you're attaching them to is nice and clean and dry. The light strip itself actually feels really premium, and I'd go as far as to say it feels more premium than a Philips Hue one. And then before you get to the plug, you've got some physical controls, and this is also the box that has the kind of mic in for reacting to music when it's in music mode. Moving on to setup, this is pretty easy. Now I'd actually recommend pairing it before you fit it, and that's because you can see how bright it's going to be. It does pair into the Aqara app really easily, and as part of that process it will find the device, it will talk you through putting it into pairing mode, and you'll bind it to one of your Aqara hubs. You can then give it a name, assign it to a room, add it as a card on the Aqara home screen if you want, and then also add it to other apps. Now as my Aqara hub was already connected to Apple Home and Home Assistant, this device actually appeared automatically. All I had to do was go into those respective apps, find the device under the hub and then assign it to the correct room and give it the correct name. At this point, you're going to want to actually fit the light strip, and it's just as simple as pulling off the adhesive on the back and sticking it on wherever you want. Like I say, it has stuck really well and has continued to stay stuck over the last month. The final thing you might want to do at this point of setup, once it's all stuck up and paired, is to add it into any scenes and automations. So I added mine into automations that turn on my living room lights, and then also into scenes that turn off all of my lights. And at this point, it's also worth talking about Aqara's ability to export scenes. And so as with most products, you get more features when you use them in the manufacturer's app. And this is especially true with things like light strips where you have all kinds of funky light effects. But really what you want to be able to do is use those light effects with other services. So you want your motion sensor to be able to turn on those lights to a particular setting. And this can be achieved in the Aqara app using scenes and then exporting those scenes. So if we start in the Aqara app, we can basically go into scenes and create a new one. There's lots of options here for the light strip, but the most useful ones, which you can't actually do in other apps, are things like setting it to one of the dynamic RGB effects or turning on or off music sync. So we can create a scene that turns on music sync. Then we can head into the profile section of the Aqara app, we can hit connect to ecosystems, and we can go into the ecosystem we want to sync that scene to. For things like Apple Home and Home Assistant, you can then sync those scenes. That means you can control those extra controls that you couldn't normally control via a third party. So let's use my use case. I've got a record player that has a contact sensor on it. When that contact is broken, it turns on the power to my record player and also starts a stream from a record player to my HomePod. Let's say I actually want the light strip behind the record player to go into music sync mode at that point. I can do that thanks to this scene exposure. And I can do that in Apple Home or in Home Assistant. The same goes if maybe you want a presence sensor to trigger a particular light effect after 9 PM. You can do that thanks to this scene exposure. And this is one of the things that actually makes Aqara pretty unique, because I don't really come across this in other apps. One thing to note is that if you create any custom lighting effect, you can't do this. It's only the pre-built ones. And this leads us nicely on to using this device. So in the month I've been using it, I've mostly used it just as part of my everyday automations, although of course I've also been testing all of the other features for this review. So for the most part it sits within a presence sensor scene in Home Assistant. That means if my Aqara FP300 detects presence and it's dark enough in the room to need a light, it will turn it on. When presence has stopped being detected, it will turn it off. This integrates really well with some of my other lights, including some twinkly dots. All of this has been reliable and it hasn't gone offline once. In terms of the actual light strip, it's really high quality. It's super bright, the colours are really vibrant, and as I said, it responds really quickly. As these are around my record player, I've of course tested out a music sync feature as well. And basically with my record player setup, the music sync box as part of these lights is on floor level, and my speaker is on top of the IKEA Kallax cubes. That means on the kind of normal mode, the music sync doesn't really pick anything up. So I've had to put it into high sensitivity mode, and this does work. When you're in this music sync mode, you've got a few styles of colours to jump between, although it's not super customizable. I actually find most of these effects quite jarring, but I do like the chasing effect. Of course, that's down to personal preference. What I do find is that lights tend to change colours quite quickly. Maybe it's just the genre of music I listen to, but it makes the room feel like a 90s disco, which isn't really what I'm aiming for, but it is a nice feature to have. For the most part with these on a day-to-day basis though, I do tend to just use them with a nice warm white or a solid colour. Because they're so bright, it does add some really nice ambient light into the room and complements the other lights in the room really nicely. However, I do like some of the dynamic effects, especially the heartbeat effect. And of course, the ability to extend that light strip to make it longer is a really nice thing to have as well, and I don't think those extension kits are particularly expensive. As I said, I do like that you can create scenes for things like those dynamic effects in the Aqara app and turn it on music sync, and then you can export those to other third parties. It actually makes these features really useful. And that's something you can't really do in Apple Home or Home Assistant with other smart lighting products. But are there any downsides? And firstly, whilst the music sync effect is nice, I do think it could be a bit more effective. I do think it's kind of a bit all or nothing in terms of effect. Secondly, there is no mapping feature. And basically, if you've used something like Gobi's Christmas tree lights or Twinkly Dots before, you'll know that they've got a feature where you can scan all the lights and it'll work out where the LEDs are and kind of sync them even if they're not actually next to each other in terms of the line. So if you've got lights that overlap, for example, around a record player where you've got some top and bottom that are kind of level. These Aqara ones don't support that, so it basically means they're always in the order of the light strip if you've got them on an effect. Of course, being able to create your own effects per segment using that RGBIC feature means you could get around it that way. That's certainly a more advanced way of doing it though, over taking a photo. And it's also worth saying that most light strips don't support this and they don't support mapping. However, it's just something to mention as part of the review. However, when they're the only downside, you know that I am being super picky. So what's my verdict? And overall, I love this light strip from Aqara. It feels like one of the most high quality lighting products I've used. It's responsive, it's bright, and it's got some great colours. The ability to export dynamic effects and other features as scenes into third parties is also fantastic. And I genuinely say this is the best light strip I've ever used. If you do want to pick one up, I'll put a link below for you to purchase it. That will go to Amazon in whichever country you're in, and it is an affiliate link. That means if you make a purchase with that link, I'll get a very small cut of what you spend at no cost to yourself. If you've got any questions, stick them below and I'll answer those for you. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys again soon.